What looks clever online may actually be dangerous in real life, and this video proves it. What if the health hacks you see online aren't just silly, but actually dangerous? Some viral tricks are so ridiculously absurd that doctors can't stay silent anymore. Have you ever watched a viral life hack video and thought, does this really work? You're not alone. Every day, millions of people scroll through social media watching creative DIY tricks that promise faster healing, better hygiene, instant beauty results, and easy medical fixes. These videos are entertaining, eye-catching, and often feel convincing, but behind the bright colors and dramatic demonstrations, many of these so-called health hacks completely ignore basic medical science. In this video, we dive deep into some of the most ridiculously absurd health hacks inspired by viral craft-style content and reveal the truth behind them. Are they harmless fun, or are they quietly putting people at risk? The answer might surprise you. The internet has made information more accessible than ever before, but it has also made misinformation incredibly easy to spread. When a video gets millions of views, people naturally assume it must be trustworthy. After all, why would so many people watch something that isn't safe? But popularity does not equal accuracy, especially when it comes to your health. Many viral hacks are created for entertainment, not medical guidance. They are designed to grab attention within seconds, trigger curiosity, and encourage shares. The more shocking the trick, the faster it spreads. Unfortunately, what often gets left behind is the discussion about safety. Your body is not a testing lab. Trying random health tricks at home can lead to unexpected consequences such as skin irritation, burns, infections, allergic reactions, dental damage, or even long-term medical complications. What looks like a quick fix could easily turn into a problem that requires professional treatment. One of the biggest dangers of absurd health hacks is how simple they appear. When something looks easy, people assume it must be safe. But the human body is incredibly complex, and even small mistakes can create big problems. This video breaks down why these hacks fail, what could actually happen if someone tried them, and what safer alternatives look like. Because real health advice isn't about shortcuts, it's about protecting your body for the long run. Another reason these hacks go viral is psychological. People love the idea of instant results. We live in a fast-paced world where everyone wants solutions immediately. Instant whitening, instant pain relief, instant glow, instant energy. Viral videos tap directly into that desire. But here's the reality when it comes to health: instant solutions are often misleading. Real wellness is built through consistent habits like proper nutrition, hydration, sleep, movement, and evidence-based care. These things may not look dramatic on camera, but they are what actually keep your body functioning at its best. As you watch this video, you'll start noticing a pattern. Many absurd hacks oversimplify serious health topics. They make complex biological processes look like problems you can solve with household items in seconds. Unfortunately, the body doesn't work that way. For example, your skin is your protective barrier against the outside world. Using the wrong substance can weaken that barrier and allow bacteria to enter. Your teeth are covered with enamel that does not grow back once damaged. Your eyes are extremely sensitive and require careful protection. These are not areas where experimentation is worth the risk. Another hidden danger is that viewers often don't see what happens after the camera stops rolling. If a hack causes irritation or injury later, it rarely makes it into the final edit. The result is a polished illusion of success. This is why critical thinking is one of the most powerful tools you can develop in the digital age. Before trying any health trend online, pause and ask yourself a few simple questions. Is this advice coming from a qualified professional? Is there scientific evidence behind it? Could this cause harm if done incorrectly? Would a medical expert recommend this? Those few seconds of thinking could save you from weeks or even months of recovery. It's also important to understand that DIY does not always mean safe. Many people assume that if something is homemade or uses common household items, it must be harmless. In reality, everyday products can be surprisingly harsh when used on the body in unintended ways. Natural ingredients can trigger allergies, strong substances can cause chemical burns, improper techniques can lead to infection. Safety should always come before curiosity. This video isn't about removing the fun from creative content, it's about drawing a clear line between entertainment and medical advice. Enjoy the creativity, laugh at the absurdity, but don't gamble with your health. Doctors spend years studying anatomy, physiology, and disease prevention for a reason. Medical recommendations are built on research, clinical testing, and real-world evidence, not internet trends. Your health deserves that level of care. Another important takeaway from this video is awareness. Once you learn how to spot unrealistic health claims, you become far less likely to fall for them. You start recognizing exaggeration, questioning suspicious demonstrations, and prioritizing reliable sources. That shift alone can protect not just you, but your friends and family as well. Parents especially should pay attention because younger viewers are often more influenced by viral content. Teaching them to question what they see online helps prevent dangerous experimentation. Curiosity is powerful, but informed curiosity is even better. Remember, fixing damage is always harder than preventing it. A few moments of caution today can save you from serious health issues tomorrow. Instead of chasing miracle hacks, focus on habits that truly support your body. Eat balanced meals, stay active, get enough sleep, manage stress, practice hygiene, and seek professional advice when something feels wrong. These actions may not go viral, but they work. Health is not about dramatic transformations in 5 minutes. It's about small, smart choices repeated every day. By watching this video, You are already choosing awareness over misinformation. You are choosing knowledge over trends. And most importantly, you are choosing to protect the one body you have for life. If even one person avoids a dangerous hack after watching this, the message is worth spreading. Are the viral health hacks you see online actually helpful? Or are they so absurd that they could put your health at serious risk? Every day, millions of people scroll through social media watching quick DIY tricks that promise instant relief, fast beauty results, painless fixes, and miracle solutions. These videos are designed to grab your attention within seconds. They look simple, creative, and surprisingly convincing. But behind the bright colors, dramatic reactions, and fast editing often lies a dangerous reality that many viewers never stop to question. What makes these health hacks especially concerning is how normal they appear. When something is presented in a fun and confident way, the brain naturally assumes it must be safe. After all, if a video has millions of views and thousands of likes, how bad could it really be? The truth is that popularity does not equal accuracy, and viral content is not the same thing as professional medical advice. In this video, we dive deep into some of the most ridiculously absurd health hacks spreading across the internet, the kind that leave medical professionals genuinely shocked. These are not just small mistakes or harmless experiments. Some of these tricks completely ignore basic human biology and common medical sense. Others oversimplify serious health concerns, making them appear as if they can be solved in minutes with random household items. The human body is incredibly complex. It has defense systems, delicate tissues, chemical balances, and interconnected processes that took decades of scientific research to understand. Yet many viral hacks treat the body like a simple machine that can be repaired with glue, tape, toothpaste, kitchen ingredients, or improvised tools. When you really think about it, it sounds unbelievable, but people try these things every single day. One of the biggest dangers of viral health content is the illusion of safety. Perfect lighting, clear demonstrations, and dramatic before and after clips can make almost anything look legitimate. But what you don't see are the consequences that might follow hours or days later. You don't see the allergic reactions, the skin irritation, the infections, the worsening injuries, or the emergency doctor visits. Entertainment often hides risk. Many viewers assume that if a hack were truly dangerous, it wouldn't be allowed online. Unfortunately, the internet does not always filter content based on medical accuracy. Algorithms reward engagement, meaning the more shocking or unbelievable a video is, the faster it spreads. Creativity gets clicks, extremes get attention, and sometimes safety gets ignored. Another reason these hacks spread so quickly is because they offer something everyone wants: an easy shortcut. Humans naturally prefer fast solutions over slow ones. Why schedule a doctor's appointment when a 30-second video promises a fix? Why follow long-term healthy habits when a genius trick claims to solve the problem instantly? But real health has never been about shortcuts. Quick fixes may sound appealing, yet they often create bigger problems than the ones they claim to solve. A small mistake today can lead to long-term damage tomorrow. Prevention is always easier than treatment, and treatment is always easier than repairing permanent harm. Throughout this video, you will start noticing patterns in absurd health hacks. Many rely on shock value rather than science. Some misuse everyday items in ways they were never meant to be used. Others encourage viewers to experiment on sensitive areas of the body without understanding the risks involved. Your body is not a testing lab. It deserves protection, care, and informed decisions. Another serious issue is that viral hacks rarely consider individual differences. Every person's body reacts differently based on allergies, medical history, skin sensitivity, medications, and underlying conditions. Something that appears harmless for one individual could trigger a severe reaction in another. For example, applying the wrong substance to your skin can damage its protective barrier. Attempting DIY dental tricks can permanently harm enamel that cannot regrow. Ignoring proper treatment for injuries can delay healing or make the condition worse. These are not small risks. They are consequences that healthcare professionals see far too often. This is why medical guidance exists in the first place. Doctors, nurses, and healthcare experts spend years studying anatomy, physiology, chemistry, and disease processes. Their recommendations are based on research, clinical testing, and real-world patient outcomes, not internet trends. That doesn't mean every viral video is created with bad intentions. Many are produced purely for entertainment. The problem begins when viewers mistake entertainment for instruction. There is nothing wrong with enjoying creative content. Curiosity is natural, and learning new things can be exciting. However, when it comes to your health, curiosity should always be balanced with caution. One of the smartest habits you can develop in the digital age is critical thinking. Before trying any health advice you see online, pause for a moment and ask yourself a few powerful questions. Does this come from a qualified professional? Is there scientific evidence behind it? Could this cause harm if done incorrectly? Would I feel comfortable if a medical expert watched me do this? Those few seconds of reflection can protect you from decisions you might regret later. It is also important to understand that natural does not automatically mean safe. This is one of the most common myths fueling absurd health hacks. Many substances found at home can irritate skin, disrupt your body's balance, or cause unexpected reactions when used improperly. Safe health practices are rarely dramatic, and that's actually a good thing. Real wellness is usually built on simple, proven behaviors repeated over time: balanced nutrition, proper hydration, quality sleep, regular movement, stress management, hygiene, and professional care when needed. These habits may not go viral, but they work. Another hidden danger of absurd health hacks is the message they send, especially to younger audiences. Teenagers and children are highly influenced by what they see online. When risky behavior is presented as clever or funny, it can encourage imitation without understanding the consequences. Education changes that. The more people understand how misinformation spreads, the less power it has. Awareness turns viewers into thinkers instead of followers. This video is not about fear, it is about empowerment. When you know how to separate myths from facts, you take control of your health decisions. You stop being influenced by every trend and start relying on knowledge instead. Remember, your body is with you for life. Treating it carelessly for the sake of a viral experiment is never worth the risk. Another important lesson is recognizing that healing takes time. Social media often compresses reality into a few seconds, making it seem like problems disappear instantly. But the body heals through complex biological processes that cannot be rushed. If something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Real healthcare focuses on safety first. Professionals are trained to minimize risk, consider side effects, and choose treatments supported by evidence. Viral hacks rarely follow those standards. You might be wondering why people continue to trust these tricks despite the risks. The answer is simple: repetition creates familiarity. When viewers see similar hacks again and again, they begin to feel normal. But normal does not always mean safe. Trends come and go. Your health must stay. Another powerful takeaway from this video is understanding the difference between creativity and credibility. Creative videos are great for entertainment, but credibility comes from education, training, and research. When your well-being is involved, credibility should always win. Protecting your health does not require perfection, it requires awareness. Even small choices, like verifying information before trying it, can make a huge difference over time. Think of your health as an investment. Every safe decision adds value to your future. While every reckless experiment risks taking something away, it is far better to spend a little extra time seeking accurate information than to spend months recovering from preventable harm. By watching this video, you are already choosing knowledge over impulse. That choice alone puts you ahead of countless others who blindly follow trends. And here is something worth remembering. Doctors are not against innovation or new ideas. Medicine evolves constantly through research and discovery, but responsible innovation is tested carefully before being recommended to the public. Random internet hacks skip that entire safety process. Your well-being deserves better than guesswork. Let this video be a reminder that you have the power to question what you see. You do not have to follow every trend. You do not have to trust every viral claim. You can pause, think, research, and choose wisely. Because once your health is damaged, no number of views or likes can reverse it. If there is one message to carry forward, let it be this: your body is irreplaceable. There is no backup, no upgrade, no shortcut that can substitute genuine care. Choose evidence over excitement. Choose safety over speed. Choose knowledge over hype. Have you ever watched a viral health hack and wondered, does this actually work, or is it completely ridiculous? Every day, millions of people scroll through social media and discover quick DI tricks that promise instant results. Whether it's a strange home remedy, a bizarre beauty shortcut, or a shocking medical fix, these videos are designed to capture attention within seconds. They look clever, they look easy, and most importantly, they look believable. But what if some of these hacks are not just wrong, but dangerously absurd? Welcome to a deep dive into some of the most unbelievably ridiculous health hacks circulating across the internet, the kind that make medical professionals genuinely concerned. Because behind the fast edits and dramatic demonstrations often lies a reality that viewers rarely see: real risk. The modern internet rewards content that surprises people. The more shocking something appears, the more likely it is to be shared. Over time, this creates a dangerous illusion. If millions of people watched it, it must be safe. Unfortunately, that assumption is one of the biggest traps in digital culture. Popularity does not equal accuracy. Views do not equal safety. Virality does not equal medical approval. Many viral health tricks are created for entertainment, not for real-life use. Yet countless viewers attempt them without stopping to question whether they are supported by science or recommended by professionals. Your body is incredibly complex. It is not something that can be fixed with random household objects or improvised experiments. Beneath your skin exists a delicate system of nerves, tissues, chemical balances, and protective barriers working together to keep you alive and well. When you interfere with that system carelessly, the consequences can be serious. One of the biggest dangers of absurd health hacks is how harmless they appear at first glance. Bright lighting, confident presenters, and satisfying before and after clips create a sense of trust. The brain naturally relaxes and assumes, if it looks this simple, it can't be that risky. But reality is very different. What you usually don't see are the side effects that happen later. The irritation that worsens overnight, the allergic reaction that appears hours afterward, the infection that develops days later, or the long-term damage that requires professional treatment. Healthcare professionals around the world repeatedly warn about the same issue. People are experimenting on their bodies without understanding the risks. And the scariest part, most of them truly believe they are making a smart choice. Humans are naturally drawn to shortcuts. Fast solutions feel satisfying because they promise results without effort. Why schedule an appointment when a 30-second video claims to solve the problem instantly? Why follow long-term healthy habits when a genius trick says you don't have to? But real health has never been built on shortcuts. The body does not operate on internet timelines. Healing takes time, prevention takes consistency, wellness takes awareness. When a video promises dramatic change in minutes, it should immediately trigger skepticism. Another major problem with viral hacks is oversimplification. Serious health concerns are often reduced to quick visual tricks that ignore the deeper causes of the issue. Pain, infections, dental problems, skin conditions, and injuries are complex. They rarely have one-step solutions. Attempting to treat them without proper knowledge can make the situation worse instead of better. For example, using the wrong substance on your skin can destroy its protective barrier. Once damaged, skin becomes more vulnerable to bacteria, inflammation, and long-term sensitivity. What looked like a harmless experiment can turn into weeks or months of recovery. Dental shortcuts can be even more dangerous. Tooth enamel does not regenerate. Once it is damaged, it is gone permanently. No viral trick is worth risking irreversible harm. Even something as simple as ignoring proper care for a minor injury can delay healing and lead to complications. Your body is resilient, but it is not indestructible. Another reason these hacks spread so rapidly is psychological repetition. When people see the same type of content again and again, it begins to feel normal. Familiarity creates trust, even when that trust is misplaced. This is exactly why awareness matters. The moment you begin questioning what you watch, you shift from being a passive viewer to an informed decision maker. That single shift can protect your health for years to come. It is also important to understand that not every viral creator has harmful intentions. Many simply aim to entertain. Creativity is valuable, and there is nothing wrong with enjoying fun content. The problem begins when entertainment gets mistaken for expertise. Medical advice should always come from qualified professionals who understand the risks, the variations between individuals, and the science behind treatments. Years of education exist for a reason: safety. Another hidden danger is the myth that natural means safe. This belief drives countless absurd health trends. Just because something is found in your kitchen or appears chemical-free does not guarantee it belongs on your skin or inside your body. Nature is powerful, and power must be handled responsibly. Different bodies react differently as well. Allergies, sensitivities, medications, chronic conditions, and genetic factors all influence how someone responds to a substance or technique. A hack that appears harmless for one person could trigger a severe reaction in another. This unpredictability is exactly why professional guidance matters. Developing critical thinking is one of the most valuable health skills you can have in the digital age. Before trying any trend, pause and ask, is this backed by scientific evidence? Would a medical expert recommend it? What are the potential risks? Am I solving a problem or creating a bigger one? Those questions take seconds, but they can prevent consequences that last far longer. Another truth rarely discussed online is that real wellness is often unexciting, and that is actually good news. Health is usually built through simple, repeatable habits: balanced nutrition, hydration, movement, quality sleep, stress control, hygiene, and regular checkups. These actions may never go viral, but they work consistently. Flashy tricks attract attention. Proven habits protect lives. Social media thrives on extremes, yet your health requires stability. It is also worth thinking about how these trends influence younger audiences. Teenagers and children are especially impressionable, often copying what they see without recognizing danger. Teaching the next generation to question information is one of the strongest protections we can offer. Curiosity is powerful, but informed curiosity is protective. Let this video serve as a reminder that your well-being should never be gambled for the sake of convenience or entertainment. No number of views, likes, or shares is worth compromising your health. Choosing reliable information is not about fear, it is about self-respect. When you protect your body, you protect your future energy, your opportunities, your independence, and your quality of life. Think of every safe decision as an investment. Over time, those investments compound into strength and resilience. Fixing damage is always harder than preventing it, and prevention begins with awareness. The digital world is louder than ever, filled with voices competing for attention. But you have the ability to filter what deserves your trust. You do not have to follow every trend. You do not have to believe every claim. You do not have to experiment with your health. You can pause. You can research. You can choose wisely. Doctors are not against creativity or innovation. Medicine evolves constantly, but responsible innovation is tested carefully before being recommended. Viral hacks skip that safety process entirely. Your body deserves better than guesswork. If this video changes the way you see internet health trends, then it has already done something valuable. Awareness spreads just like misinformation, and it is far more powerful. Imagine how many injuries could be prevented if more people simply stopped and questioned what they were watching. Smart viewers become safe viewers. Safe viewers stay healthier, and healthier people live fuller lives. What if some of the health hacks you see online are not just useless, but unbelievably absurd? Every single day, the internet floods our screens with viral tricks that promise faster healing, instant beauty results, painless fixes, and genius shortcuts that supposedly make life easier. With dramatic music, satisfying visuals, and confident demonstrations, these hacks are engineered to capture your attention within seconds. And they succeed. Millions of people watch them. Thousands try them. Many trust them without hesitation. But here is the uncomfortable truth: not everything that goes viral is safe, and not everything that looks smart actually is. In fact, Some of the most popular health hacks circulating online today are so ridiculous that medical professionals often react with disbelief. The concern is not about creativity or entertainment. The concern is about what happens when viewers mistake viral content for real medical guidance. Because your body is not a craft project, it is a complex intelligent system made up of delicate tissues, protective barriers, chemical processes, and interconnected functions that keep you alive every second of the day. Treating it like an experiment is a risk many people underestimate. One of the biggest reasons absurd health hacks spread so quickly is simple psychology. Humans are naturally drawn to easy solutions. When a problem appears complicated, the brain feels relief when it sees a shortcut. Why spend time visiting a professional when a 30-second video claims to solve the issue? Why follow long-term healthy habits when a brilliant trick promises immediate results? Why be patient when the internet tells you that you don't have to be? But real health has never been about speed. Your body does not operate on viral timelines. Healing is a biological process. Protection requires consistency. Wellness is built through daily choices, not 5-minute miracles. The danger begins when entertainment disguises itself as expertise. Fast editing, bright lighting, and convincing reactions create an illusion of authority. The more polished a video looks, the easier it becomes to trust it. Yet what you usually don't see are the consequences that might follow later, the irritation that appears overnight, the allergic reaction that develops hours later, the infection that quietly worsens, or the long-term damage that cannot be reversed. Healthcare professionals around the world repeatedly warn about preventable injuries caused by misinformation. Many patients genuinely believe they were making a smart decision because the hack looks safe. Popularity creates false confidence, but views are not medical credentials. Another major problem with viral health tricks is oversimplification. Serious health concerns are often reduced to visual gimmicks that ignore the deeper causes of the issue. Pain is complex. Skin is sensitive, teeth are permanent, nerves are fragile. There is rarely a one-step solution for problems involving the human body. For example, applying the wrong substance to your skin can destroy its natural protective barrier. Once compromised, your skin becomes vulnerable to bacteria, inflammation, and long-term sensitivity. Dental shortcuts can cause irreversible harm because enamel does not regenerate. Once damaged, it is gone forever. Improvised fixes for injuries can delay proper healing and sometimes make the condition worse. These are not rare possibilities, they are realities medical professionals see far too often. Another reason absurd hacks gain traction is repetition. When people encounter similar content again and again, it starts to feel normal. Familiarity builds trust, even when that trust is misplaced. But normal does not always mean safe. Trends come and go. Your health must stay with you for life. It is also important to recognize that not every creator intends harm. Many viral videos are produced purely for entertainment. Creativity has value, and there is nothing wrong with enjoying imaginative content. The risk begins when viewers copy what they see without questioning it. Medical advice should come from trained professionals who understand anatomy, risk factors, side effects, and individual differences. Years of education exist for one primary reason: safety. Another dangerous myth fueling ridiculous health hacks is the belief that natural means harmless. Countless trends rely on everyday household items simply because they appear gentle or chemical-free. But natural substances can still irritate skin, trigger allergies, or disrupt your body when used improperly. Safe health decisions are rarely dramatic, and that is actually good news. Real wellness is usually built on simple, evidence-based habits repeated consistently over time, nourishing your body with balanced food, staying hydrated, moving regularly, prioritizing sleep, managing stress, maintaining hygiene, and seeking professional care when necessary. These actions may never go viral, yet they protect millions of lives. Flashy tricks attract attention. Proven habits create longevity. Social media thrives on extremes, but your health depends on stability. Pause for a moment and consider how easily influence spreads in the digital world. Teenagers and children especially are highly impressionable. When risky behavior is presented as clever or funny, imitation often follows. Teaching people to question what they watch is one of the strongest forms of protection. Curiosity is powerful, but informed curiosity is life-saving. Developing critical thinking might be the most valuable health skill you can build today. Before trying any viral advice, ask yourself a few simple questions. Is this supported by scientific evidence? Would a qualified professional recommend it? What are the potential risks? Am I solving a problem or creating a bigger one? Those few seconds of reflection can prevent consequences that last far longer. Another truth rarely discussed online is that healing takes time. The internet compresses reality into seconds, creating unrealistic expectations. Problems appear instantly solved, discomfort disappears immediately, and transformations look effortless. But biology does not rush. If something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Real healthcare prioritizes minimizing harm. Professionals are trained to evaluate risk before recommending any treatment. Viral hacks skip this safety process entirely. Your well-being deserves more than guesswork. Think of your health as a lifelong investment. Every safe choice strengthens your future. Every reckless experiment risks taking something away. Fixing damage is always harder than preventing it. And prevention begins with awareness. You are not powerless in the digital age. You have the ability to filter what deserves your trust. You do not have to follow every trend, believe every claim, or experiment with your body for the sake of curiosity. You can pause, You pause, you can research, you can choose wisely. Doctors are not against innovation. Medicine evolves constantly through research and discovery. But responsible innovation is tested carefully before reaching the public. Random internet hacks are not. Let this video remind you that your body is irreplaceable. There is no backup system, no shortcut that replaces genuine care, and no viral trend worth compromising your long-term well-being. Awareness spreads just like misinformation, but its impact is far more powerful. Imagine how many injuries could be prevented if more people simply question what they watched instead of blindly copying it. Smart viewers become safe viewers. Safe viewers stay healthier. Healthier people live stronger, longer lives. If this video changes the way you see viral health hacks, then it has already served an important purpose. Like this video to help more people discover trustworthy health information instead of dangerous myths. Comment below and tell us the most ridiculous health hack you have ever seen. Your insight might protect someone from making a serious mistake. Subscribe now for doctor reactions, myth-busting content, and powerful health education you can rely on. Every video is created to keep you informed, aware, and protected in a world overflowing with misinformation. Turn on notifications so you never miss knowledge that could safeguard your health and the people you love. Remember this clearly: your body carries you through every moment of your life. Treat it with respect, protect it with knowledge, and never trade long-term well-being for a temporary trend. Choose evidence over hype. Choose awareness over impulse. Choose safety over speed. And most importantly, choose your health every single day.